Hi, I'm George Torok for creative problem solving. Scamper. Do you want to be able to generate ideas on demand, when you want them, how you want them? It's not about having a secret gene or a special talent. Yes, some people tend to be more creative, but you can be more creative. Maybe not as creative as an Einstein, but you certainly can be more creative. And that's all it is. It's all about learning the skills. And Scamper is a toolkit that helps you be more creative on demand. It's like a checklist. It's so easy to use. Here's what Scamper is. Scamper is a set of questions that you ask, that you force an answer for each question. And each letter in the acronym Scamper stands for the type of question you ask. Let's have a look at it. You want to know what it is, right? Scamper. S is substitute. Ask the question, what will you substitute in with the problem, with the idea, with the process that you are looking at? What will you substitute? And it could be material, it could be a process, it could be people. What will you substitute? C is for combine. What two or more things might you combine, will you bring together that are not normally brought together in this situation? The easiest way to use this example is with cooking, for example. What can you combine in your recipe in a different way that will come up with a different product and please people? You never know. A is for adapt. What can you adapt? What principle might you adapt from this situation, from this process? What can you adapt from another field? How can you adapt this product? How can you adapt this person? How can you adapt this situation? What can you adapt? A is for adapt. M could stand for modify, minimize, or maximize. And you might ask all three of those questions for M. What can you modify about this product, this situation, this issue, this team? What can you minimize? What can you make smaller? Maximize. What could you make bigger? Modify, minimize, maximize. That's M. The next letter, P. P is what can you or how can you put this to another use? How can you put this product, this waste material, this raw material, this process, this asset, this material, this person, this knowledge, how can you put that to another use that might, for you, reduce costs, create a new market, or make more value in terms of how you use your resources? E is for eliminate. Eliminate or erase. What might you eliminate or erase or take away? And if you're cooking, you might take out the salt because it'll be better for you. You'll be healthier. If you are creating a product, a car, for example, you might eliminate weight so that you make it more efficient in terms of energy efficient. What can you eliminate? And finally, R. R is for reverse or rearrange. What or how can you rearrange or reverse some part of this? It might be that you reverse the process. Instead of starting at the left end, you start at the right end. You might rearrange the responsibility of who does what task. You might reverse the perspective, the way one looks at it. R is for reverse. There you have Scamper. Scamper. Substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, and reverse. I'm George Torok for creative problem solving.